Hey, what's up YouTube? Hey, listen, I wanted to make a very different video than what I typically make. You know, I'm usually making videos about your mindset, or you know, I help people lose weight, I help people get healthy. That's what I do for a living. So this is very different than what I typically do, and I will say this, I gotta throw this out there. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. So do you listen to yourself, listen to your doctor, whoever you want to. But this worked, all right, and so it might work for you. So a little backstory, I was dating someone who was on zoloft, right, antidepressant. I've never been on it myself, but I just kind of felt like this person didn't need to be on it. They were put on it by their doctor, and without really discussing the side effects, I guess. And so when we started dating, I was like, you don't need this stuff. And so this person stopped taking it cold turkey, and that was a bad idea. Like, I mean, this person just started crying all the time, was dizzy, had all kind of like brain zaps and things like that that you'll read about. So if you're someone who's been trying to wean off of Zoloft, read about it first. But I ended up researching it a lot, and I found that most people's doctors tell them to, if whatever you're taking, like kind of take it one day and then take a day off, and then take it another day and take 2 days off, 3 days off, whatever. I read a whole bunch of like chats, and what I found was everyone was like, I'm doing it, I'm quitting cold turkey. And I would keep on reading, and you'd see those same people coming back and they're like, oh my god, the brain zaps are getting crazy, which I guess is like a crazy feeling in your brain, or they'd be dizzy, and all kind of bad side effects would come along with them stopping cold turkey. And then I would keep reading, and they'd be like, I'm back on it. So basically, the more I read about it, the more I saw people would try and get off of it, and they were very unsuccessful. And so if that's you, try this, because it's been months. I'm no longer with this person, dating this person anymore, but this person's also no longer on Zoloft, and it's been, I don't know, 6 months, okay? And so, you know, it was very important to me to help this person. So what I did was, this person was on, I don't know, 50, 75 milligrams, something like that. And what I did was, every single day, I would take that medication, I'd take a razor blade, and I would trim off just a little bit. So at first, I think I started with like 25% of it gone off. I started with a decent sized chunk, okay? And then I kept it at that. Every time I would do it, I'd keep it at that for a week, whatever I would do. So I'd keep it at that for a week. And then every week I would take off just a little bit. Now I'm using a razor blade, so I was taking off just a little bit, you know, maybe shaving off like 5 milligrams at a time. Nothing crazy, but it would stay there for a week, right? And so she never noticed any difference. Quitting cold turkey, bad idea. All right, she tried that and it did not work. Most people I read about that tried to do it the way their doctor suggested, like starting it and just doing 1 day off, 1 day on, or whatever, that was a lot of bad side effects as well. And this worked perfectly, you guys. It's just common sense. Wean yourself off of it. So take the razor blade and just like slice off like 5 milligrams a week. Now, if you're on like 150 milligrams, obviously this is gonna take some time, but here's my logic in this is, if you don't want to be on it and you don't feel like you need to be on it, my thinking was this: if those bad side effects happened to her by just quitting, what would happen if we were ever in a scenario where she could not get it, absolutely couldn't? Wait, I don't know, maybe lost at sea, or I don't know, whatever scenario you want to come up with, regardless, you just couldn't get it, all right? Like, people do crazy things, like they go crazy when they don't have that, and the pain and the brain zaps and the emotions, all this stuff. So I was like, that's a bad idea to be on something like that you literally cannot get off of. So we weaned her off of it, you guys. I just did, like I said, like 5 milligrams a week, just chopped it off. Stay consistent with that. There's a love bug on me, you know, the little ones that stick together. But yeah, but do that every single week. Stay consistent with it, and before you know it, even if you're on like a higher dose, you will eventually be off of it. If it takes you 6 months, big deal. You're no longer like stuck on that drug. Now again, if you need it, like, I'm not trying to tell anybody that they don't need it. This person didn't feel like they needed it, and turns out they don't. They're no longer on it. It's been 6 months and they're doing great. All right, so sometimes doctors will, you know, they'll prescribe someone something that maybe they don't really need, you know, or maybe they need it, but they don't need it to be on it for their entire life, and that could be you. So this video is pretty short, you know, but hopefully this helps. If it does, comment below. You know, again, like, I'm not a doctor, nobody get on my ass about this. It just worked for this person. I figured it could work for you, especially for someone who wants to wean off of it. All right, so, and those drugs are strong, y'all. Like, that's crazy. What I would see would happen whenever she tried to quit cold turkey was insane. Sleep all day long, like dizzy spells, brains, all kind of stuff. It's not worth it, especially if you don't want to be on it and you're trying to quit, you're trying to get off of it, but you just find that when you stop, it gets worse, so you end up taking it again. So if that's you, give this a try. Let me know what you think about it, you guys. And on that note, you guys have an amazing, powerful day, and I'll see you soon. Peace.